goodies will fill your loot bag in the coming year? Will your memories be sweet to savor, or will some trick destroy their flavor? Time to see what's in your bag in tonight's reading, Tricks or Treats. Welcome, fellow Mooncats, to the 6th video in a series of 8 special readings taking us all the way up to Halloween night. Each of these readings is drawn from an element associated with the hallowed evening. And the custom of divination at this time of year is a rich tradition, as it's well known to be an auspicious time for communication with spirit. And so we continue the tradition with tonight's reading, Trick or Treat. You can see at the center of the table 3 trick-or-treat signs. Option 1 is the black and white sign with bats. Option 2 is the grayish sign with the black cat. And option 3 is the orange-black sign with the jack-o'-lantern. I'll give you a moment now to choose the one that appeals to you. It's okay to choose more than one, even if you choose all 3. For those of you who chose option number 1, the black and white trick-or-treat sign, this reading is for you. Welcome to your trick-or-treat reading. We're going to look at the coming year in quarters. And we're going to see what the tarot cards are going to tell us, what major event is going to be occurring around that time, and then we have some oracle cards to help us see where are the tricks and where are the treats that lie ahead. So let's go ahead and begin then with your first quarter of the year. And for this we have the Hermit card. And the Hermit means that during this time of the year, and it's going to be during the cold months, during this first part of the year, you're probably going to be mostly indoors, keeping to yourself a bit, maybe even spending some quiet time doing the things that you like to do, spending some time in contemplation or study, and that's going to be the beginning of the year. And what comes with that, we have best friend. So, though we are in hermit mode, we're either spending time with or finding a best friend, someone we're very compatible with during this time. This is where that person you begin to meet or reconnect or just reestablish your relationship with that best friend. And then we have the card, Candy Heart card, which is a card of emotion. So this means we're going to have an emotional bond here. And in the next quarter comes along the Page of Potions. So this is the beginning of a new passion that is entering into your life. Now, a new passion could be romantic, or it could be pursuing something that you're very passionate about. And what this brings with it is anticipation. So this is something that you're very excited about. And then, along with anticipation, divine masculine. So it seems that this may actually be speaking of a romantic partnership. In the third quarter, temperance. At this time of the year, you will be called upon to not indulge so much, to use good judgment to balance out your energy. Which is to say, if you've been partying a lot or cheating on the diet, it's time to put things back right. And temperance enters at this time. See, and temperance is required to overcome the devil energy. So there is some temptation entering your life in the third quarter. And that temptation is followed with fusion. Okay, so what is required here is a blending of opposites, as in the temperance card, and what is suggested here in the fusion card. We see that frosting getting mixed. And this is to balance out something that is that is out of balance. So, as I was saying, if you're partying too much, if you're breaking the diet, or if you have some addiction that's taking hold, and this is the time to balance out those energies and to overcome that temptation. Then in the final quarter of the year, we have the Four of Presents. So following the guidance of temperance leads you to a place where you're able to build a happy home. This is the first foundation of a happy home and a secure home life, which is balanced enough to get by. It's not winning the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but it is a solid foundation and a secure foundation. And then in comes the card Impish. So this is a playful energy that can be a bit mischievous, but it's not really negative. It's kind of a playful, cute type energy. And then that's followed by childhood. So there's a couple of ways I'm looking at this. Like, this could be that you are sort of going back to like your inner child and becoming a more playful and free and like childhood, like reverting back to childhood in your life because you're feeling more secure, so you're able to behave more freely. It could also potentially be a child coming into your life. So there's, depending on what stage of life you're in, there's some great potential here. So there are some tricks to look out for in your future, it seems, but you have a lot of sweets to come along with that. And this concludes your reading for Tricks or Treats. I hope that you enjoyed it. It was short but sweet. And if you would like to see more Halloween-themed videos, please visit my channel, Mooncat Tarot, where you can find a Halloween read-a-thon playlist. Each night of the week leading up to Halloween, I've posted a new video with a Halloween theme. If you did like the reading, please hit the like button. And if you want to know when the new videos come out, then click on the notification bell and subscribe. For now, I just want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. For those of you who chose option number 2, this is your reading, and welcome to your trick or treat reading. In this reading, we are dividing the coming year into quarters. We're using the tarot card to look at the overall energy or the major event that will occur during the quarter, and then we're going to use the oracle cards to look at what that influence or event brings into your life. So let's begin with the first quarter of the year. And this is a very good start because we have the Ace of Presents. That means that some very wonderful things are coming into your life. This could be a great new job opportunity or a financial windfall, like money coming in unexpectedly, but some great positive change is coming into your life in the first quarter. Let's see what the oracle cards can tell us about that. It's going to bring you lots of comfort. So perhaps this is a lot of money coming in. Wonderful to see. This looks like she's possibly taking a bath in a jack-o'-lantern. I think the idea here is simply of being in your home space and feeling comfortable there. And will this experience be sweet or sour? We have a commitment coming in. And that there is a wedding cake, so we may be talking of a romantic commitment coming in at that time. Continuing on into the second quarter, here we have the King of Candles. The King of Candles is a very charismatic figure. He is someone who easily persuades others. He has an easy influence over others because of his warm personality and his charismatic nature. So it seems that in the second quarter of the year, you may be meeting someone who has this energy, who is the King of Candles. And then what will that bring into your life? Looks like you're going to have some temptation. Perhaps this king will be very tempting to you. Does that bring in a sweet or sour result? We have insight. So some of you are meeting this king persona who is on the positive side, and some will meet one who is not. You are required to use your insight to decide whether or not he is a trustworthy person. And that is even though he will be very tempting to you. And then in the third quarter, we have the Four of Needles. So this will be a time of rest and respite, a time to contemplate, meditate, think about the events of the year. This will be a laid-back time, a restful time. And then in this time, you begin to contemplate the mysterious. This is where you're probably going to be in that energy of the numinous, in that energy of the mysterious experiences of life. And what does that bring in for you? Well, clutter. So with the rest card, it would seem that at this time you need to clear some clutter. Clutter from your mind, clutter from your spirit or your energy field. And this is how best to use that time as you're coming into the third quarter. And then looking at the final quarter of the year, and we have the Eight of Presents. This means that during this time, you will be slowly building up your skill set. So we go in from a time of rest, relaxation, to a time of study and skill building and working at your occupation or your tasks or your education, something along those lines. This will also be a time of family, a time when you're getting close with your family or spending more time with family. And this card is to remind you that as difficult as family can sometimes be, they are there to support you and care for you. And for those of you who don't have that element in your life, this card could mean that at this time, the process of working and building your skills brings you in touch with the people who will become your found family, your chosen family. Oh, but at this time, we do have a warning to beware of gossip. So that seems like a tedious thing to deal with in that coming quarter, but it doesn't seem like an overwhelming thing to deal with. It's just part of life that we all deal with from time to time. Overall, the year looks mostly beneficial with a lot of exciting opportunities here. And especially at the beginning of the year, it's going to be an auspicious time for you where a lot of good things are coming into your life, perhaps even a romantic commitment. You want to watch for that King of Candles when he comes around. He'll be a very charismatic individual and very tempting to you. So you are to rely on your insight to know if this is a good or bad choice. And then when you enter into that time of respite, it's a time to clear away the clutter. And when you are in the phase of skill building and working on your tasks, don't worry too much about any gossip, or know that your family is there to support you if you need it during that time. And this concludes our trick or treat reading. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button at the bottom of the screen. If you would like to see more Halloween-themed videos, please visit my channel, Mooncat Tarot, and find the Halloween read-a-thon playlist. There you will see many Halloween-themed videos that you can choose from. If you would like to be notified when new videos come out, please subscribe to the channel and then click on the notification bell. And then as soon as I post a new video, you'll be notified when it comes out. Once again, I thank you for watching. I wish you the best on your journey ahead, and I hope to catch you in another video. For those of you who chose option number 3, the orange trick-or-treat sign, this reading is for you. Welcome to your trick-or-treat reading. In this reading, we have divided the coming year into quarters. We're going to use the tarot cards to see what the major energy or major events of that quarter are going to be. And then we're going to use the oracle cards to see what that brings to you. So let's go ahead and begin with the first quarter of the year. Here we have the Ace of Candles. This is being filled with positive creative force and a powerful energy to create something new or start a new project in your life. So at the beginning of the year is going to be a great year for you to roll up your sleeves and get something going. You'll be filled with lots of optimism and lots of energy for getting that done. And then what that brings to you is travel. This will be a time when whatever new project you're working on is going to require some travel. It also could simply mean that you're starting a new adventure. So whatever project you're inspired to begin at this time of the year, it's taking you on a great adventure. And what that brings, unfortunately, what that brings is some bitterness. I don't think this is coming from you, but I think it's coming from the people around you. So you're having a lot of good fortune. Things are going really well. And unfortunately, some people around you are feeling jealous and bitter about that. Moving into the second quarter of the year, we have the Five of Presents. So this time of the year in the second quarter is going to be a bit of a financial challenge. It is a time that you're going to have to struggle through for those few months. But it seems that that time is still filled with potential. There are still good things to come. The energy of that first card doesn't just disappear. It carries on through the year. And even though you're going through a lull, the energy will be continuing forward. And that lull will leave you feeling restless. You'll probably have some anxiety at this time, so you want to take measures to ease your anxiety. And just remember that it is not a permanent state. It is transitory. Okay, so let's look at your third quarter of the year. And here we have the Five of Needles. This is a showdown, a battle, an oogie boogie in your life, and it's time to fight it out. So there is going to be a major conflict in the third quarter, perhaps with that individual or individuals who were bitter at the beginning. And then we have Fly Away. This card is urging you to rise above the situation. So whatever this conflict may be, it seems it might be a bit unfair to you, and you're being asked to rise above it. So when you do rise above, there is a time of seclusion. Well, perhaps this might be a falling out, a fight that leads to a falling out with someone in your life. And it is unsure whether or not that falling out would be permanent. So let's take a look at the final quarter of the year. And here we have Strength. So you are asked to rely upon your personal strength to get through this time. And you are also asked to know that these experiences that you're going to go through in the second and third quarter of the year are going to strengthen you. They're going to just strengthen your character. And so it seems that there are some challenges ahead, and yet there are good things to take out of those challenges. Let's see here. With our Strength card, it says this is going to be a time for you to celebrate, because as you come through this, then you're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel the strength from what you have learned out of these experiences. And it's going to be a time to feel very good about yourself for having gotten through it, and for the there we go. Okay. So you will be grateful for having gotten through those experiences and for the strength that you have gained out of them. And let's take a look at what this brings in. Okay, and here we have a card of death. Now, I really don't think that this represents a physical death, and I have reasons why I don't. And I think that because all along the way we're seeing that as you succeed, this brings a jealousy and bitterness out of someone else, someone around you, and that this will eventually lead to a conflict, a fight that has a falling out. But if you hold on to your strength and rise above that conflict, you're going to come out celebrating in the end. But the relationship with that person who became jealous and caused a conflict, that relationship may come to an end. And that is what the death card represents. It's an end to that relationship, not that person. Okay, and that brings us to the end of your trick or treat reading. I hope that you enjoyed it or found something valuable here. And if you did, please click on that like button at the bottom of the screen. And if you are interested in more Halloween-themed videos, visit my channel, Mooncat Tarot, and check out the Halloween read-a-thon playlist, where you will find all of the reads we've done so far for the Halloween read-a-thon. And if you're interested in future videos, subscribe to my channel and click on that notification button, and then you will receive a notification every time a new video posts. For now, I thank you for watching. I appreciate your viewership. I wish you well on the year ahead, and I hope to catch you in another video.